Good morning, dear students. Welcome to grade 9 English. Dear students, today we are going to start a new chapter, that is packing. It is written by Beehive-Ch-7 and he is the narrator of this chapter. My dear students, let me tell you what narrator is. The narrator is one who narrates or tells an incident about anything. It can be any story, it can be any idea that is told by the person who is speaking. And he writes it, he is the narrator. Clear? So, this chapter, let me tell you, it is based on the theme that daily routine tasks are not as easy as they seem to be. So, in this chapter, there are three friends and they decided to go for a journey, and they started packing the things, the stuff, and really it created a confusion and mess afterwards, but the packing they had done in the end. So my dear students, it's a very interesting and humorous story, and I would advise you that you should read the real novel. So it is an extract from the novel Three Men in a Boat. Clear? So it's a very humorous and hilarious one. I suggest you that you should go for it. Just read it once and I definitely are going to enjoy it. And let me tell you about the characters, the main characters of this extract. The number one is Beehive-Ch-7, the narrator himself, and Harris and George. They were the friends of Beehive-Ch-7, and the special character is also there. He is Montmorency, the dog, the pet dog of all these three men. So my dear students, it's a humorous account. So it is all about the packing. Let us read the chapter from your book Beehive on page number 82. So dear students, we are on page number 82. This is an extract, means a part from the novel Three Men in a Boat. It is humorous about the confusion and mess created by people who are inexperienced in the art of packing or any household chores. Usually people think that working at home or staying at home is very easier, but it is not like that. So it exposes the utter clumsiness, means carelessness, of the three friends, Jerem, the narrator, George and Harris. All these three boys consider themselves to be skilled in the art of packing. But dear students, in reality, all of the three boys have little knowledge about working in an organized manner. Clear? Let me read the chapter for you. I said I would pack. I rather pride myself on my packing. Packing is one of those many things that I feel I know more about than any other person living. And it surprised me myself sometimes how many such things there are. I impressed the fact upon George and Harris and told them that they had better leave the whole matter entirely to me. They fell into the suggestion with a readiness that had something uncanny about it. George spread himself over the easy chair and Harris cocked his legs on the table. So my dear students, the story begins with the important task of packing stuff for this journey. Jerem, the narrator, he overestimated his packing skills. And when he offered to do packing, everything was a mess. George and Harris, his friends, were impressed by that. When he suggested that he would do the packing, they readily agreed to it. And then they relaxed themselves. George lay down on the easy chair while Harris spread his legs over the table. So, my dear students, there is one word, uncanny. This word is a new, I think, for you, which means something strange. So, they fell into the suggestion, means his friends accepted his advice with a readiness, eagerness, and that was something weird, that was something strange, because they always wanted to work from him. But this time it seemed something weird that they readily agreed to his advice. So, dear students, this was hardly what I intended. What I meant, of course, was that I should boss the job. Boss the job means he should supervise, he should give the guidance, and that Harris and George should potter about under my directions. Potter about means should do something that is unimportant. And I pushing them aside every now and then, showing his bossy nature with what he would say, oh you, here let me do it. There you are, simple enough. Really teaching them, as you might say. But dear students, this is not the narrator had intended. He had intended it otherwise. He wished that George and Harris would pack and the narrator would boss over. Boss over them means giving them instructions time to time. And his real intention was to make George and Harris do the packing under his supervision and his guidance. But his friends took his advice seriously and he was shocked as they stretched themselves comfortably, and having all the running around was done by the narrator, Jerome himself, and he got irritated, right? But the narrator was irritated. Why he was irritated, dear students? He himself has requested, he himself has advised, he suggested that he would do the packing, but now he was irritating. But the reason behind this is he hated, there is a trait in him that he hated seeing people doing nothing when he was working. Clear? Okay? And he shared his incident, his experience, that once I lived with a man who used to make me mad that way. He would loll on the sofa. Loll on the sofa means he would stretch lazily on the sofa and watch me doing things, watch me working by the hour together. He said it did him real good to look on at me and messing about. And here he would like to tell us that the man with whom the narrator once stayed somewhere used to drive him mad. How? How he used to make him mad, bacha? By lolling on that sofa in a relaxed manner. I just note down the meaning of lolling. It is lying in a lazy or relaxed manner. L-O-L-L. Clear? And watching him constantly means definitely the man will be going to irritate it as he went about messing the task at hand. The man said, and what he said in the end, have a look, bacha. He said he really enjoyed the sight and felt good. Oh my God. Now I'm not like that. I can't sit still and see another man slaving and working. I want to get up and superintend and walk round with my hands in my pockets and tell him what to do. It is my energetic nature. I can't help it. So students, here in this para, the narrator intended to convey his dislike. He says now that I'm not like that. He conveys his dislike for sitting idle. He can't sit still and see another man slaving and working. He can't sit idle and watch someone else who is working hard. He preferred to walk around and supervise the work in his natural, energetic way. And this actually means that he too was not interested in tolling. Tolling means working, but liked to boss over others. Isn't it a hilarious thing, Smacha? So here we end this video and we will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.